Now it's about 6:25 a.m. in the morning. I start walking toward the bus stop. Every day I take a bus from Foster City to San Francisco. I have been doing this for the past 2 years. Typically, it takes me about 10 minutes to walk from my home to the bus stop. However, today, because I'm filming this video, I start a little bit early. It's the beginning of May 2026, so it gets bright pretty early in the morning. Everything looks beautiful and peaceful. Well, it was not so nice about 2 or 3 months ago. At that time, it was almost pitch black. Makes you feel pretty sad to walk toward the bus stop in that kind of scenario. Foster City is a pretty expensive place. This apartment complex is called Kula Kai. It looks pretty unassuming, but the apartments here are all about $3,000 or more a month. The cost of living at San Francisco is no joke. I can walk to the bus stop using just the public pavement sidewalk, but I don't prefer to do that. It's much nicer to go across the parking lot of the apartment Kula Kai. Actually, this probably belongs to the apartment of Francisco. This is another apartment complex. These apartments are even more expensive. I think it's about $4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah, $2,000 a month. That's after tax money. So before tax, somebody has to make $6,000 or $7,000 to just go into this apartment rent. It's pretty crazy in my book. It wasn't this expensive when we first moved here. At that time, we rented an apartment that was about $1,600 a month. So after 20 years, everything more than doubled. Wow. The other day, while I shoot the first 2 videos, I realized sometimes it was very loud because there are airplanes flying over us. Foster City is directly under the flight route of a lot of flights going to San Francisco airport. So therefore sometimes when there's a big airplane flew over, it gets pretty loud, sure. Initially it bothers us a little bit, but later on we cannot hear it. So sometimes humans do adapt. And then we installed double pane windows in our house. Then we completely cannot hear it anymore. Once I reach the bus stop, it's going to take me another 45 to 1 hour to reach San Francisco, depending on traffic conditions. I prefer to take an early bus rather than a later one, because I'm going to spend less time on the road, on the commute. Therefore, the commute time in the early buses are more toward 45 minutes. And if I take a bus around 7:30, the commute time is more like 1 hour. And doing this day after day, spend more than 1 hour, about 1 hour on the road, it does wear me down. Therefore, one of the top priority for me to find a new place in Boston is try to find a place to reduce commute time. And here is a sign for the Franciscan townhouse apartments. These townhouses are almost all of them are $4,000 a month or more. It's pretty crazy. You don't feel how expensive they are unless you are starting to pay for it. Then you realize that's not a joke. This is a bus stop for FCX. That's where I get off the bus every day. But to take the bus to San Francisco, we have to go to the other stop near the dog park over there. I started taking Foster City buses, which is called Samtrans, 4 years ago when I started working for my current employer in downtown San Francisco. Initially, there were only 2 buses going to San Francisco in the morning and only 2 buses going back to Foster City every day, because that was during COVID time. Initially, it was very scary taking buses. Everybody was wearing masks and the people don't talk to each other. They are heavily guarded. So if somebody sneezes, people will look at them very suspiciously. But after 2 years, after COVID has started to die down, things become a lot easier. Samtrans added 3 more buses in the morning and 4 more in the afternoon. Therefore, my schedule becomes much more flexible in a sense. Here is the bus stop to San Francisco, FCX. It's a beautiful morning. Everything looks so nice. I think the people who can play with their dogs every day early in the morning, they are really lucky. What a nice and a peaceful life they're living.